Let's catch up with Eric and Kara, see what's going on in the whole tournament.
Welcome back. We are here. The first match is underway. Still really early stages yet, but we want to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on at the tables. There are 5 different matches happening at the same time in this round 1, but we're going to take a look at the feature table. So, who's been impressing you? Who's doing well?
Very, very slow play, although except for Patrick Bruel, who's been involved in a lot of pots.
Right.
Not sure if that's good or bad, but as a player that's probably maybe the least experienced out of those players, although he has played a lot of poker, maybe not the last few years, that might be a good strategy. He's stuck with Marvin to his left. That's a little bit of an issue. Vanessa to his right. That can be an issue. But he seems to be, getting away with a few pots and getting lucky once in a while, which is important.
In a field like this, I mean, these are all pro players. These people play for a living. They play all the time. So, and obviously, Patrick has an entire other or 2 other careers to be focusing on. So, yeah, it seems like a really smart idea.
Yeah, for sure. Vladimir Troyanovsky seems to be the chip leader. We've had a few chip counts from the last little while. He seems to be being very aggressive once he does have a hand, and that's impressive as well, right? So we see the Russians seem to be implementing some sort of a strategy at this point, and it could make for some interesting play further down the line.
Yeah, and he's had a good 2015 as well so far. He has 5 caches already this year, and some of the players don't have anything up on the board yet. It's still early days, so he's kind of coming in hot, I think.
For sure. A couple of the Russians, it does seem to be the case, and Troyanovsky is definitely one of them. I believe he's still #1 rated in Russia, which is a very impressive feat given the amount of quality players they have.
Taking a look around the table, so we've looked at Patrick Bruel. Let's take a look at Marvin Rettenmaier from the German team. Now, I know Marvin even personally well. We were friends. He's an amazing poker player. He has an incredible way of reading people at the table. He can kind of read your soul just watching what you're doing. I've seen him call people down with almost nothing and be right over and over and over again. So, how's he been looking out there?
He's been playing pretty well. He had an unfortunate incident with Patrick Bruel where he lost a big pot on the river. A bit of a weird situation where both had checked down to that river. So a little bit of an unlucky streak. He's down under 10,000 in chips, although we did see him win win a pot right before we came on air. So it does look like he's trending up at the moment.
And he's a former GPI #1 rank as well. So he's, clearly got an enormous amount of experience behind him. Going around the table, let's take a look at Sorel Mizzi from Canada.
That's right. We like him. And, of course, the Maltese people seem to be...
That's right. He's like a hometown hero as well.
That's
he's
right.
Maltese descent. So
That's right. He's Maltese descent. There are a few people that actually live in Malta as well. We have Ike Axton and stuff. So it does seem that there's a few players that are the favorites here from the people. Sorel, just about an average chip count. Things, it really does seem that the play is very slow at the moment. I think that's going to pick up later on in other matches. I think they're all trying to feel each other out, trying to feel the structure, and it does seem to be affecting the play right now. But hey, try to say hi to a few people, and then later on try to steal all their chips.
Yeah, absolutely. And he actually has a really interesting perspective on this. He played and won not like this, not a tournament like this, but something kind of similar called the Premier League, and he won that in 2013. So he has a really good mind for looking at points. So as we go farther through today and then again in tomorrow, he's going to be really helpful for his team to be saying, look, this is what we need to be doing now because of the point structures. So that's good. Let's skip over Vladimir. We've talked about him. Sam Trickett from the UK.
Sam Trickett's playing really well. Seems to be favored on our social media, seeing Sam Trickett always one of the most popular players, and that has not changed today. Looking great under those lights. So Trickett moving along quite comfortably right now.
And I mean, in terms of his lifetime winnings, incredible. Over 20 million in lifetime tournament live winnings. And that, obviously doesn't even take into account the cash games and online. So very impressive. Taking a look at the Ukrainian team, Alexander Dovchenko.
Dovchenko, we mentioned earlier that literally 72 hours ago he was on a beach enjoying life. Now he's here enjoying the warm lights of the studio here. Doing well as well. Again, seems to be very, very patient at the moment. It does seem that does look to be an overall Ukrainian team strategy. No crazy play just yet. I'm sure that's going to change.
Yeah, I'm sure so. Rocco Palumbo, someone else who wasn't here last night. He was stuck because of, I believe, an airline strike. We finally managed to get him here after a really long wait. He's from the Italian team.
Rocco Dario, and a few of our media members from Italy were all literally a few hours ago still not here. They're here now. Rocco, just solid play from Rocco. You can just see him here, and he was the wildcard pick from Team Italy. The fans voted him, and I think that does make sense. Someone that does have that experience. There's so many other, very talented Italian players that could have made that pick, or it could have been that wildcard pick. But I think Rocco, a popular online player as well, great selection for them, and it does look like he will be maybe someone that's being overlooked at the moment, but might be a key player when all is said and done.
Okay, with the WPT and a World Series title, right. I mean, don't overlook him, absolutely.
Over 2,000 people he defeated in that one cave and at the WSOP, so
he knows what he's doing.
He'll have to handle small fields here, but he's handled the big pressure moments for sure.
Yeah, he really has. And now the final player at the table is Vanessa Feltz from the U.S. team, an incredible player.
Vanessa, funny enough, was asked by one of her teammates, or Bryn Kenny, how is her chip stack, and she said, not as I expected. So doesn't mean that she's not doing well. Is that Vanessa, as the strong competitor she is, she wants all the chips and she wants them early, maybe to have a little break before her second match. So look for Vanessa to take everything down within 30 minutes and maybe enjoy a little breakfast here in beautiful Malta.
Yeah, no kidding. It would be a nice thing to have with her 3 bracelets as well, a title like this for the country. It's also kind of a personal achievement to be able to be on the team that wins this. So that's all pretty exciting.
Vanessa, by the way, is the second player at that table that's been number 1 on the GPI. She became the first female player in June to reach the number 1 status. It was days after she had won her bracelet. Funny enough, when the Global Poker Index magazine came out that day, she decided to be number 1 and win her bracelet, so it made us look good inside the offices. She is great.
She's got great timing.
Absolutely.
Really. I mean, she's amazing. We're going to take a look at the table again, but before we do that, I just want to remind you that we are airing, obviously, on Twitch TV, so you might be able to be seeing us there right now. We're also on PokerStars TV. So if you are on Twitch, start sending some comments through, but send some questions through as well. Is there anything that you'd like to know? Is there anything we can find out for you? Keep it clean. But we'll do our very best. I'm not a misogynist. I will not be reading all of the comments clearly, so or a masochist either. We're going to head back over to your commentators. That's Joe Stapleton and Jesse May, the voice of poker, and we'll be seeing you back here in about 30 minutes. Thanks.
Thank you, Kara.
I don't know about you, but I am a masochist.
I'm a misogynist and a masochist. I am reading everything.